Good night. My name is Roy Moulton. I am currently pursuing a bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Technology in Agriculture Production and Food Systems Management, where I was tasked in making a video about a commodity for the course post-harvest. So I was tasked in giving an overview of the commodity, harvesting of the commodity in terms of maturity index, harvesting guidelines, harvesting method, and on-farm handling and transport. Post-harvest system recommendations of value addition product for this commodity. Tell me people, share up your life, you know? Don't know, say Agri Solutions, use them can come on with a one vibe, build a one vibe, you know? Learn something agriculturally wise, same time. Don't know anything go. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yes, some people want to share up your life, share up your life, you know? People them check in my night as a punky night topic tonight, you know? Tonight we have three very special guests. We have Mr. Moulton tonight. We have Farmer Fire Real. We have Earth Medicine from the YouTube channel. We have Dr. Amar, you know, from Med Simplified. We will give you a strength tonight. But first and foremost, we thank all of the panelists, them, all of the people who are checking for the live. Big up to all the people who are checking for the live, watch the live, share the live, and make it in a grow. We want this thing to move from this bi-weekly thing. We want it here as often as possible. But we need to promote the agricultural lifestyle. Let's see. Right now, I will introduce the first guest, Mr. Moulton. We want basically break down most of the things that we are sending previously when we want to find out about the whole farming thing aside. So we're going like, we're getting into it right now, you know? Yes, I was sang at Boston Max, you know? Farmer Wonder one of them. Don't know anything from there, you know? Yeah, right, we jump to people. Mr. Moulton, for student of PS, College of Agriculture, Science and Education. Refer to me as an old farm. So tonight I'm going to go into the produce pumpkin. As you have been asking for the benefits, the ins and outs, the requirements, the caring, the value addition of pumpkin. You understand? So I'm going to delve in it tonight. Yeah. Alright, so basically, I'm going to give a description, a brief overview of pumpkin, the commodity called pumpkin. Alright. So pumpkin is a name given to a group of plant species in the genus Cucurbita, including Cucurbita pepo, Cucurbita mixta, Cucurbita maxima, and Cucurbita machata. Pumpkin belongs to the family Cucurbitaceae and is grown primarily as a vegetable or ornamental plant. Pumpkin plants are short-lived, annual or perennial vines with branching tendrils, broad lobe leaves. The plant produces large yellow or orange flowers and a pepper fruit berry with a thick rind known as a pumpkin. The fruit can range greatly in size from miniature pumpkins weighing a few ounces to giant pumpkins which can reach over 75 pounds, that's 35 kg. The skin of a pumpkin is usually ribbed and is typically orange in color, although some varieties are green, gray, yellow, or red in color. Pumpkin plants are usually grown as annual, surviving one growing season, and the vines are capable of reaching 15 meters, 50 feet in length. If vines are allowed to root, pumpkin may also be referred to as squash or marrow, and is believed to have originated in Mexico and South America. Important to note that the pumpkin flesh can be cooked and eaten in a variety of dishes The seeds are also edible and are commonly roasted and eaten as a snack. So the people who want to eat healthy and alive, you can resort to having pumpkin seeds during a lunchtime instead of snacking on a donut. You understand? Because the pumpkin seeds would be more beneficial health wise. So so the pumpkin seed, many people just disregard the pumpkin seed. They go to the market, they say, oh, you know, want a pumpkin seed, I don't want the belly in the pumpkin, I want to cut out it. You understand? But they don't know the very importance of that seed. You understand? Because pumpkin seeds are rich in vitamins and minerals like manganese and vitamin K, both of which are important in helping wounds heal. You understand? It also contains zinc, a mineral that helps the immune system fight bacteria and viruses. Even in this time around where you have so many unknown diseases, so many known diseases going about, you know, this is the time when you want to really feed your body on certain things. Alright, some people, we will start taking some of the questions then. So I want to take question them in the comment section, if you know, please. Yeah, we say you have Natalia, we say we have Ashton, we say that Luke, big up yourself, Father Luke, Aaron in the building. You don't know anything go. So we'll start taking some questions like, you know, line up yourself, Mr. Moulton. You know anything go. You know, say a food thing, you know. Don't know, as a solution, go and hold a vibe. So just go and drink some water, take a sip, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mr. Moulton, take a stage. Well, unlike Mr. Rural, you know, I'm a man. I don't partake of alcohol, so I feed my body with water because I promote healthy living, you know. So take a sip of the water and get down to the meat of the matter. So, in the comment section, Natalia, not the question Natalia asking is basic requirements of pumpkin. So basically, pumpkin is a warm season crop requiring lots of sun and good drainage to develop optimally and growing best at temperatures between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius. That's 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Pumpkin will yield best if grown in a fertile, well draining soil, rich in organic matter, and with a pH between 6.5 and 7.5. Pumpkin should be planted in full sun and provided with ample soil moisture due to their shallow root system. Vine varieties can grow to very large sizes and require a good deal of space. Smaller bush varieties are available for more modest space. I hope I was able to break down what are the general requirements before you consider planting pumpkins. So I see you have a question here from Ashton. Sorry about that, my people. Sorry about that. Seems that Mr. Moulton signal drop off so much. As soon as he check in back, you know the thing go, we go join him back and we'll join back and continue back. Ashton part him will really jump off. Sorry about that, gentle people. Sorry about that. Bad connection. You know them thing I go technologically wise. So back to your question, Ashton. So as it relates to propagation, pumpkin can be direct seeded or sown indoors and transplanted. If direct seeding, seeds should be sown after the last frost and when the soil has warmed to at least 15.6 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Sow seeds 1 to 2 seeds 1.3 to 2.5 centimeters, equivalent to 0.5 to 1 inches deep, at least 90 centimeters, which is also equivalent to 3 feet, apart if growing bush varieties, and 120 to 150 centimeters, equivalent to 4 to 5 feet apart if growing vine varieties. Allow a further 1 to 3 meters, that is 6 to 10 feet, between rows depending on the variety. If transplanting, seeds should be sown 3 to 4 weeks before the last frost date in your area and transplanted before the plants develop their second set of true leaves. Seeds is sown both indoors and out, require lightly moist soil for germination, that is outdoors purpose, right? Care should be taken to avoid overwatering Seeds should germinate in 5 to 10 days depending on the soil temperature. So once all the temperatures are met, you should not have any problem propagating their pumpkin. Alright. Hope that answered the question, Mr. Ashton. See, we have our next question from Mr. Luke in the comment section. Alright, we'll jump into it right away. So, general care and maintenance. I see you guys coming out some very good questions tonight. So, pumpkin vines are sprawling and require plenty of space to grow. Vines can be trained to grow on a trellis or a fence. So, if you know what a trellis is like we have sticks throughout the row, and you have cords that are tied horizontally. You understand? So the pumpkin vines will run on those cords. And so personally, I've noticed that when the pumpkins are grown on the cords and they hang down, they tend to grow a lot bigger than when they are sitting flat on the side. That's my personal observation. Alright, so pumpkins also require continuous supply of water. And where drip irrigation is not being used, plants should be watered deeply once per week. Even though they require a lot of water, it's not something that you're going to give constant water. Providing at least an inch of water when you do give them water. Shallow watering or watering less frequently encourage a shallow root system. Mulches can also be used to conserve soil moisture. So you can use your breadfruit leaf if you have your grass that you cut from your yard front. Instead of you taking a burn your bucket and bin it and throw it away, you just use it and put back in your garden. You understand? So bring back more as myself mulches help meant to retain the moisture in the soil. And black polythene mulch has the advantage of warming the soil. All pumpkin varieties produce both male and female flowers, monoecious, and are pollinated by insects such as bees. So our next question here by Aaron, harvesting. I see you guys really come out tonight with the questions. Alright, so for harvesting, pumpkins are harvested by hand and when the fruit reaches full maturity. So you don't harvest the pumpkin because it looks big. You wait on maturity. So that's why it's important to follow the maturity indices. You understand? So Fiery is going to talk more about the maturity indices and how you go about harvesting it. He's going to go in depth and he's going to give a visual representation on his farm. You understand? And we're going to have herb medicine doing the same. So check in and go and wait. You're going to see that in the latter part of the video, latter part of the live. You understand? Yes, so it is important that when you harvest the fruit, you keep the stem on top of the fruit because if you don't do that, spoilage is going to occur sooner. So when you have the stem in place, it's a longer you can have, it's a longer shelf life. You understand? So it benefits the post-harvest factor of pumpkin. So Mr. Moulton, I noticed you gave us a basic overview, you gave us the basic requirements, propagation, general care and maintenance, harvesting, but I don't hear mention anything about these pests and diseases in terms of going about caring for the plant and such, caring for the commodity, the pumpkin commodity. So we give out the floor and you delve into that and take the stage. Yeah. I was just about to touch on that, but since you said it, we're gonna get right into it. You understand? So pumpkins can be troubled by fungus. You understand? So for one such fungus that affects pumpkins is the Alternaria leaf blight or Alternaria cocomerina. So the symptoms include small yellow-brown spots with a yellow or green halo which first appear on the oldest leaves as the disease progresses. Lesions expand and become large necrotic patches, often with concentric patternation. Lesions coalesce, leaves begin to curl and eventually die. So the cause of the Alternaria leaf blight is fungus. You understand? So this disease is prevalent in growing areas where temperatures are high and rainfall is frequent. So for example, Portland, um, they have a lot of rainfall. You understand? It would affect them more than versus a place like Clarendon where the rainfall for the year is not the same as in Portland. So management of this fungus. So the cucurbita should be rotated with another crop every 2 years to reduce levels of inoculation. Crop debris should be removed from the field as quickly as possible after harvest or plowed deeply into the soil. Applications of appropriate protective fungicides can help to slow the development of the disease. Water plants from the base rather than from above to reduce periods of leaf wetness, which are conducive to the development and spread of the disease. So basically, what I'm saying here is that you should avoid watering the commodity, the crop from yearly. So you want to water it from the root. You understand? Yeah, so the drip irrigation will work best in this scenario. You understand? So we have another one here. We have Alternaria leaf spot or Alternaria alternata. So the symptoms include initial symptoms appear as necrotic flecks and leaves with chlorotic halos. As the disease progresses, the flecks grow into spots which may join together into large, roughly circular lesions. If infestation is severe, leaves begin to turn yellow and die. You understand? So again, the cause for this is a fungus. Comments. Um, Pathogen survives between growing season and crop debris. So this is important to as soon as that crop is done, that crop season is done, you remove everything from the farming land. You understand? And when you remove it, you remove all debris, all vines, all leaves, and you plow the land, deep plow. You understand? To ensure that there isn't any leftover debris that might have this fungus on it. Because just the same, it will be spreaded onto the new crop as soon as it is maturity, as it's begin to grow. You understand? So management of this fungus, crop debris, as I said, should be removed from the field or plowed deeply into the soil after harvest. Applications of appropriate protective fungicides can help reduce the incidence of the disease. You understand? So we have another one here. This one is called the Cercospora leaf spot. Cercospora citrulina. Alright. So the symptoms of the Cercospora citrulina, initial symptoms of disease occur on older leaves as small spots with light to tan brown centers. As the disease progresses, the lesions enlarge to cover larger areas of the leaf surface. Lesions may have a dark border and be surrounded by a chlorotic area. The centers of the lesions may become brittle and crack. So as again, the cause of this is a fungus. If you notice that something that is similar, it all boils down to the older leaves. You understand? So as soon as you see the leaves beginning to exhibit these symptoms, you remove the leaves because you have a fighting chance of not infecting the rest of the crop. You understand? So the fungus survives on plant debris, as I mentioned before in the previous one. They spread by wind and water splash. You understand? So then again, when I hear about the wind, this one is spread by wind. Also, this one is even more detrimental because it does not necessarily need the presence of water to cause a problem. You understand? So it is spread while water splash occurs mainly in tropical and subtropical growing regions. How to manage this? Any diseased plants should be removed and destroyed to prevent further spread. Crop debris should be removed after harvest or plowed deeply into the soil to reduce inoculation. So you know, say it all boils down back to the same principle: removing the infected crops from the farm. All right. So then we have the last and final one, the downy mildew, Pseudoperonospora cubensis. All right. So with this one now, it dead or dying leaves, yellow to brown lesions on the upper side of the leaves, purple growth developing on the underside of leaves. Cause of this is also a fungus. Disease emergence favors cool nights and high moisture. So say this one is even more detrimental. You have to keep a close look at it. As soon as you see it spring up on the leaves, you'll get rid of it. Because the nights are cool naturally. You understand? And the nights would come with moisture naturally. You understand? So to manage this one now, you do not overcrowd plants, avoid overhead irrigation, water plants from the base, which is essential that you practice drip irrigation in this instance. Apply an appropriate fungicide that can get rid of this fungus. Alright. So just want to see how somebody asks what are the benefits of pumpkins to humans and the pros and cons. So I'm going to go dive right into it because time is of the essence and time is upon us right now. So benefits of for humans. Pumpkins provide calcium, potassium, and magnesium, which can help keep your heartbeat regular and your blood pressure low. The fiber in pumpkin can also play a part in lowering blood pressure as well as cholesterol. In addition, the fiber in pumpkin makes you feel full, promoting weight loss. In addition to beta carotene, pumpkins offer vitamin C, vitamin E, iron, and folate, all of which strengthen your immune system. More pumpkin in your diet can help your immune cells work better to ward off germs and speed healing when you get a wound. Alright. So the pros and cons of the environment. Pros. Pumpkins have the potential to turn into great soil. They are just over 90% water, naturally adding moisture to compost piles that need to be damp to effectively decompose food waste. And decomposed vegetables and fruits like pumpkins add nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to soil, which helps new plants to grow. The cons: the fertilizers that are used to promote pumpkin growth also give out large quantities of nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide only makes up about 88% of total greenhouse gases. Even so, it has a global warming potential of around 300 times greater than carbon dioxide. You understand? So we see that even though we have the benefits, we have the pros, we also have the cons. Lastly, although pumpkins are fairly hardy and drought tolerant, water them deeply a few times a week. Manage your pumpkin patch by looking out for any pests and diseases. The best average temperature range for pumpkin production during the growing season is between 65 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit, as I mentioned above. Temperatures above 95 degrees Fahrenheit are below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, slow the growth and maturity of the crop. Pumpkins require a constant supply of available moisture during the growing season. So while we did all of the naturally natural things that we would want to hear about, we need to speak about the value addition because pumpkin is beneficial health wise, help with healing wounds, strengthening the immune system, warding off illnesses, diseases, viruses. You understand? So even with the emergence of the H1N1 flu in Jamaica right now, while pumpkin is not going to overnight fix the problem, you could feed the body with some pumpkin to help out the situation and boost the immune system. So value addition for pumpkins, because I see they're telling me that I'm out of time right now. So you can make pumpkin juice, you can make pumpkin wine, you can make pumpkin bread, pumpkin powder, pumpkin cakes, barges, biscuits and seeds. You can eat the seeds as I mentioned before. As a healthy alternative rather than having a donut, having sweets and so forth. You understand? So while the residues are used as animal feeds and manure, so you can use the residues as animal feeds and as manure. Yes, so the residues can be used as animal feeds and as manure, as I said before. You understand? So pumpkin is a good commodity, and I implore all the young people tonight. Yeah, so cut off for the fries, cut off for this, cut off for that. cut off at all of them something and focus on eating healthy. And include pumpkin in your diet. So ask mom if you cook some pumpkin for you, mash it out, sprinkle a little sauce on it and you that. Yeah, big up everybody who check in on the live. Boy, say time I boil down and see people still are checking but heart of love, heart of love. Appreciate love the strength. People who are joining the live come hear about pumpkin as a commodity. Thank you for joining Agri Solutions another week. We only get stronger, so I move from strength to strength. So the next person who's going to check in and tell us about their farming and how they go about pumpkin production is none other than Mr. Firereed. After Mr. Firereed talk, we're going to have Earth Medicine and she's going to break down her thing to see if what Mr. Moulton said earlier coincides with their practice. And lastly, Dr. Amar is going to also talk about the benefits. So check in. Yeah.
Welcome to the channel, True Jamaican Vibes, Firereed. So right now I am on my pumpkin farm. And pumpkin is an easy crop, 3-month crop, very easy to deal with. So now is harvesting time also. So I'm gonna show you some steps normally how I harvest my pumpkin and when to harvest your pumpkin. So keep on watching, guys. So here, man, you can see it. Pumpkin are dried down and thing. You can see the changes of the leaves and stuff. A lot of yellow leaves. Yeah, man, so this is one of the pumpkin. As you can see it. And also, this a sound like it's ready. We how to tell when the pumpkin ready for harvesting. Can see underneath the bottom have a different color. And also the stem right behind it right here. See, say dry up. So this is a harvesting time. So pumpkin have a lot of health benefits. A lot of health benefits. Good for the eyes. Good for the manhood and everything. Yeah, man, so you must farm up something in the backyard no matter what. So this one can already also. So growing up, I like farming. So every day I get up and farm something, no matter what. I just farm a seed, any kind of seed. So yes, my people, just go out there and farm something. I talk to all of them, get to youths them, I feel like say, yeah, them feel like give up in their life and feel like say the end of the road. But it's not the end of the road. A lot of youths them out there don't have no job. Just be creative, man. A lot of lands around us. So we're going to farm up the land, anything we want to farm. Just sow the seed them. Any kind of seed you want to sow, just remember, the seed where you sow and the seed where you're going to reap. If you sow good seed, you're going to reap good seed. So if you sow bad seed, you're going to reap bad seed. So yeah, man, so just keep on watching. Yeah, so you can see that one here is a different type of pumpkin also. And these pumpkin seed, them plant green. So you see many different types of pumpkin. Normally I plant some green and I plant some dry. But this set of the pumpkin, I plant it green. So look at this one right here. You hear the sound, this one not fully ready yet, but still can harvest still. This one still can make a pumpkin soup same way. Yeah, you hear that one here? Solid. And you can see the color underneath it have a different texture. Yeah, man, that for sure say ready. You can see the vine. This one not really fully ready as yet. So yeah, man, them pumpkin here we are 20 odd pound or 30 pound. Them pumpkin here, you can see it. full of peg. You cut it. Just like you see our tangerine and the peel of tangerine. So the pumpkin has stay full of flesh. So harvesting time, you know. Yeah man, so that one is ready. Vine dry up and thing. So all this one is now good for make some pumpkin juice. Yeah man, so I'm blend up on the pumpkin juice with, you know, peanuts. So pumpkin, you don't really need a lot of attention. Pumpkin don't need a lot of attention. You plant pumpkin like 3 pumpkin seed in a hole, take about 4 days to germinate. And you can leave it from there, leave it after about a week, you can come back and mold up the pumpkin, and you can leave it if you start run off. And few months time, you're gonna see how much pumpkin you have. Pumpkin don't need a lot of water. Don't need a lot of also dry also. So you have to just be careful at times. You can't deal with any kind of weather like that, the pumpkin. See this one now. So maybe when these was like spraying with the organic spray, normally with organic spray we use cayenne pepper and neem. So maybe that's why, maybe when they was spraying it, they kind of step on it and this one kind of stem pop off, so you know say now good again. So I have a lot of pumpkin to harvest today, a lot of pumpkin. I don't know how the market situation will stay, because you know say because of the pandemic, a lot of places, a lot of hotel closed down and stuff, but hopefully we get some market same way. If me don't get no market same way, I still not give up same way. Because I love farming. So one of them places be a pumpkin. So that's where I'm coming from, and there where I'm going. So there's a lot of pumpkin. So same way we have some ready pear on the farm, same way, right on the pumpkin farm. So yes, when people look up on the quality pumpkin them. Good size pumpkin. How much pounds are we? Hey, just how much pounds are we? Yeah man, so that one weigh about 15 pounds, 15 to 20 pounds. So you can see size of it. Yeah man, good size, you know. So when you pick the pumpkin them, see the stem. I always leave the stem on the pumpkin. When you leave the stem on it, it can stay like about 2 months. Just pick it up, put it down and stay about 2 months. And they can keep on and stay there and fit. So yeah man, so welcome to the pumpkin farm. Yeah man, so that's how we transport the pumpkin them, carry them at a place and store them. So yeah man, it's not an easy task, you know. Telling me people, hard work is key to success, you know. Yeah man, not an easy task for the farmers, you see. I remove the pumpkin from way over there, so come pack them at one place. And then we're going to move them from here, so now, put them in the vehicle and transport them to one different location. Yeah man. Just a message to all of the people them. Just farm something in the backyard. You can see it. When we sow, when we reap. Yeah man. So blessings. So yes, the people don't know, after a hard day's work, packing the pumpkin them in the car chunk and everything. So I'm going to wash them off and just put them down for them go and drain. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know? See it there? Hard day's work. Yeah, man, so me finish now. Mix one nice cold cup of lemonade. Yeah, man, and then drink a fresh jelly off of the farm. So here's some paper. Yeah, man, I wash all the pumpkin them, you know? So here's some paper. As I tell you now, I store the pumpkin. Always leave a stamp on it. So when you leave a stamp on it, you can store it for a long period of time. Just leave a stamp on it. Don't keep it, don't break it off. You can make it stay for all a month. And the pumpkin will keep on fitting. So yeah, man, so don't break it off. Just leave your vine on it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Earth's Medicine. Today we are on a pumpkin farm here in Jamaica, and we're going to be harvesting a few pumpkins and showing you guys how to identify a pumpkin when it is ready to be reaped. We're also going to be sharing some of the health benefits that you can get from eating pumpkins and pumpkin seeds as well. And we're also going to show you guys how to plant pumpkin seeds. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump right into the video. These are the plants at 8 weeks old. Approximately 100 pumpkin seeds were planted on this plot of land, which is less than a quarter acre of land. Depending on the variety, pumpkins can take up to 14 weeks to reach maturity after the seeds are planted. You are now looking at a blossom and also an immature pumpkin. The plants usually start blossoming at about 5 weeks after the seeds are planted, and they will start to produce fruits at about 1 week after blossoming. So I just referred to pumpkins as fruits, and I know that some persons may be wondering how comes, aren't they vegetables? Well, the truth is they are scientifically classified as fruits because they grow from the flowering part of the plant and they have seeds inside, just like other fruits. We usually plant our pumpkin seeds during the rainy season in Jamaica, which is between July and October. And the reason why we do this is because we want to be able to capitalize on a cost-effective way of watering the plants. We are now back in real time, guys. And as you can see, the field is looking quite different in terms of the color and lushness of the vines, stems, and leaves of the plants. This change in appearance is pretty normal when it's time for harvest. The leaves of many of these vines have become withered and they have developed a change in color from all green to bits of green, yellow, and brown, which is one of the clear signs that a pumpkin is fit and ready to be reaped. When the skin of the pumpkin starts to change color from green to orange and the stem starts to dry out and turn brown and it is also hard, then that would be another indication as well. You can also gently knock on the side of the pumpkin with your knuckle, and if it sounds hollow, then that would be another sign. Rocky had already started to break the stem of this pumpkin. However, to harvest a pumpkin is quite simple. You just need to use your fingers from one hand to hold the base of the stem and use your fingers from the other hand to break about 2 or so inches from the base of the stem. The reason why we are doing this is so that the stem will continue to provide the last dregs of nutrients to the fruit, which means that the pumpkin will be able to last for several weeks in storage. Whether you choose to have the flesh of a pumpkin or the seeds, it really does not matter because they are both very nutritious and they have a host of health benefits. Pumpkins are low in calories, cholesterol, sodium, and saturated fat. And they are a very good source of vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin K. In terms of minerals, they are very rich in potassium, magnesium, and iron, and they also have a lot of dietary fiber. So because of the high fiber content, they can help with, managing our weight. They can also help with digestion and preventing constipation. Pumpkins are also good for heart health because they have a lot of antioxidants and because of the potassium content. They're also good for our eyes because they are so rich in vitamin A. They can also help to promote healthy skin, quality sleep, to reduce depression, to regulate blood pressure, strengthen our bones, lower inflammation in our joints, and because they're so rich in beta-carotene, they can also help to reduce the risk of some cancers. Pumpkin seeds have a lot of healthy fats, and they're also rich in fiber, potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, and antioxidants. They can help to reduce inflammation. They can also promote quality sleep, weight loss, and heart health, strengthen our bones, reduce the risk of diabetes, improve prostate health, and they can also help to prevent cancer. So guys, if we leave the fit pumpkins in the field, they will be burnt by the sun and eaten by animals. So for mitigation, we usually store the pumpkins in this barrel with the cover on temporarily. The yield from this harvest is about 70 pounds. And that's an estimation because we didn't actually weigh them. We will soon be leaving the farm and we're going to be taking some of the harvest with us to share with neighbors, friends, and family. So I would really love for you guys to stick around until the end because Rocky is going to be cutting up the pumpkins, and so you'll get a chance to see what the inside looks like. Plus, he's going to be removing the seeds and showing you how he usually dries them and how he usually plants them. So guys, we call this variety of pumpkin curry. I'm guessing because of the color of the flesh, which as you can see is deep orange, kind of similar to turmeric. It has a sweetish taste, and when it is dry, it is perfect for soups. Or you can just boil it alone and eat it with your favorite protein and some steamed veggies, or you can use it to make pumpkin rice or to make a punch. You can also bake it, so it's very versatile. To check if the pumpkin is dry, once it's cut, ensure that the flesh is dry, especially the area near to the stem. Usually Rocky gets his seeds from his own pumpkin crop. After he's finished cutting up these pumpkins, he's going to remove the seeds and then he's going to dry them and store them into the refrigerator until he's ready to plant them. Pumpkin seeds can also be planted green, meaning after you remove them from the pumpkin, you put them down for about 2 days and then you plant them. If you plant them green,
the vines tend to produce different varieties of pumpkins, whereas if you plant the seeds dry, they tend to produce the same variety as the pumpkin they came from. So to prepare the seeds for drying, you first need to remove the seeds from the pulp. Then you're going to wash them off to get rid of any pulp. And then you just strain the water. From here, you can go ahead and sun dry them for about 3 to 4 days. And you can do this on newspaper, or you can use a brown paper bag, zinc sheet, or anything else that will keep them free from moisture. Then you can dry them in a shaded area after that for another 3 to 4 days, and then store them into the refrigerator until you're ready to plant them. Today isn't really a planting day, but we're going to be doing a little demo so you can get an idea of how we normally plant our pumpkin seeds. So guys, pumpkins are very easy to grow. They take literally very little maintenance, and they can be cultivated on almost any fertile, well-drained soil. The first thing that Rocky usually does is to use a pitchfork to plow the soil. This will soften it, and then he will remove any stones that are present in the soil, and then he will just go ahead and dig holes that are about a half of an inch to an inch deep. Then he plants 4 seeds into each hole. The reason why he does this is because when the vines start to run, they will fill up the land space and increase production. And just in case some of the seeds don't get to germinate, at least he will still have enough plants remaining. Because he wants the seeds to germinate within about 3 to 4 days, he lightly covers the seeds with soil, so not too much soil.
Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepita, are a common yet unrecognized gem for humans, and these pumpkin seeds are the focus for our attention today. After eating a pumpkin, you get these hard white seeds. And after you remove the shell, or if you buy them directly from your supermarket, you'll see that these seeds are small, green, flat and oval. Pumpkin seeds may be small, but they are packed full of valuable nutrients. Eating only a small amount of them can provide you with a substantial quantity of healthy fats, magnesium and zinc. Because of this, pumpkin seeds have been associated with several health benefits. These include improved heart health, prostate health, and protection against certain cancers. What's more, these seeds can be easily incorporated into your diet. So, here are top 5 health benefits of pumpkin seeds. Number 1. Pumpkin seeds are full of nutrients and antioxidants. 1 ounce of shell-free pumpkin seeds has roughly 151 calories, mainly from fat and proteins present in it. In addition, 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains 1.7 grams of fiber, 5 grams of carbohydrates, 7 grams of protein, 13 grams of omega fatty acids, and considerable quantities of micronutrients like vitamin K, phosphorus, manganese, magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper. They also contain a lot of antioxidants, a decent amount of polyunsaturated fats, potassium, vitamin B2, and folate. Pumpkin seeds contain antioxidants like carotenoids and vitamin E. Antioxidants can reduce inflammation and therefore protect your cells from harmful free radical damage. This is why consuming foods rich in antioxidants can help protect against many diseases. Second important benefit that pumpkin seeds provide is that they help in improving prostate and bladder health. Pumpkin seeds can help to relieve the symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, also known as BPH, a condition in which the prostate gland enlarges, causing the males to have problems with urination. In a one-year study in over 1400 men with BPH, results showed that pumpkin seeds consumption reduced symptoms of BPH, improved urination, and eventually improved the quality of life. Further research suggests that taking pumpkin seeds or their products as supplements can help treat the symptoms of an overactive bladder. This was studied in another research. The results showed that 10 grams of pumpkin seed extract given daily improved the urinary function in over 45 men and women with overactive bladders. Additionally, pumpkin seeds are a rich source of zinc. Lower zinc levels in blood are associated with reduced sperm quality and an increased risk of infertility in men. Evidence from one study suggests that pumpkin seeds rich in zinc may also protect human sperms from stress, trauma, and drug-related damage. Pumpkin seeds are also high in antioxidants and other nutrients that can contribute to healthy testosterone levels and improved overall health. Together, all these factors may benefit fertility levels and reproductive function, especially in men. Number 3. Pumpkin seeds are a rich source of magnesium. Magnesium is an essential micronutrient. Magnesium has been shown to be an important part of more than 600 chemical reactions in our body. For example, adequate levels of magnesium are important for controlling blood pressure, reducing the risk of heart diseases, forming and maintaining healthy bones, and regulating blood sugar levels. However, in the US alone, more than 79% of adults have a magnesium intake below the recommended daily amount. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best natural sources of magnesium. Animal studies have shown that pumpkin seed oil may reduce high blood pressure and high cholesterol levels. These two are an important risk factor for heart diseases. A 12-week study in 35 females found that pumpkin seed oil supplements reduced blood pressure by 7% and increased good HDL cholesterol levels by 16%. This is amazing news because for many, it eliminates the need for bothersome medications and undue side effects. Number 4. Pumpkin seeds help to control high blood sugar levels. Animal studies have shown that regular consumption of moderate amount of pumpkin seeds can reduce blood sugar levels. This is especially important for people with diabetes who struggle to control their blood sugar levels. As I mentioned earlier regarding the role of magnesium and also the cholesterol lowering properties of pumpkin seeds, these additional benefits greatly improve the quality of life in old diabetic patients. Not only that, regular consumption of pumpkin seeds in apparently healthy individuals has shown to greatly decrease the risk of developing diabetes in older ages. Researchers observed over 127,000 people. Their research found that diets rich in magnesium were associated with a 33% lower risk of type 2 diabetes in men and a 34% lower risk in women. Number 5th and very important benefit of pumpkin seeds is that it is a simple and rich source of fiber. Pumpkin seeds are a great source of dietary fiber. Shelled seeds provide 1.1 grams of fiber in a single 1 ounce serving. A diet high in fiber promotes good digestive health. It also improves constipation and diarrhea. In addition, high fiber diets have been associated with a reduced risk of heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Additionally, pumpkin seeds are easy to incorporate into your diet. They are a popular snack that can be eaten either raw or roasted, salted or unsalted. You can eat them on their own or you can add them to smoothies, Greek yogurt, and fruit salads. You can also incorporate them into meals by sprinkling them into salads, soups, and cereals. Some people also use pumpkin seeds in baking bread and cakes. Well friends, with this we come to the end of this video.
Thank you for watching, and I do hope that you found this video informative and that you and everyone who is going to watch this video had learned something about pumpkin that they have not known before.